Nii Lamptey should have been a worldwide superstar, but few people now know his name. He was Pele's anointed successor, and he moved secretly from Ghana to Europe to further his career. But personal tragedy and football's unscrupulous moneymen helped ruin it. Lamptey was born in Tema on the Ghanaian coast, but grew up in the country's two biggest cities, Accra and Kumasi. Home life was far from perfect. He was abused by both parents, who regularly beat him. So with such a painful upbringing, it's unsurprising that young Lamptey looked for a release. He found it in football.
I went through so many pain, as a child because of wanted to play football. I lost so many things. I did not have that family life. I was just playing football on the street, sleeping around cars, and can't go home because I'll be beaten.
Lamptey first gave the world a glimpse of his talent at the FIFA Under-16 World Cup in 1989. Though Ghana failed to win a game, the talented youngster, then only 14, earned the praise of Pele, who claimed Lamptey was his natural successor.
I don't know how to describe it, because for somebody like this to say you are going to step in his shoe, it was something like a load that you can carry for the rest of your life. And it's true. I mean, I quite remember because of that name, every team that I'll go, they expect me to do like Pele.
The age limit had changed to 17 for the next tournament 2 years on. Lamptey was still eligible, and he sparked Ghana to their first ever world title.
I mean, in 1991, when I was crowned as best player of the competition, and when we won the trophy as well, I was very, very happy. It was a dream come true. All the pains that I've went through as a child, I've paid back.
At club level, Lamptey was also making waves. Following the '89 tournament in Scotland, Belgian club Anderlecht made contact with the youngster via the agent of Nigeria's captain, Stephen Keshi. Desperate to hold on to their star, the Ghanaian FA withheld his passport. But Lamptey refused to be denied and used what little money he had to embark on an epic journey to Lagos in pursuit of his football dreams.
I went to the station without having a passport, because the officials also were having our passport. So without a passport, I went there and I said, listen, this is where I want to go, because I had a guy's card. I want to go to Lagos. I don't have a passport. I said, if I can double the fare, I mean, there's no problem. He can take me along. It was a hell. I mean, all the borders, I have to stop, get down the car, maybe walk through the bush, go and meet them. No. I don't think I'll advise anybody to do that.
Lamptey blossomed at Anderlecht under the wing of Keshi.
Keshi was my everything in Belgium, to be honest with you. I still call him Big Keshi, So he was everything. I mean, even before we play a match, I have to get advice from him. I mean, taking me through the town. I mean, and I'm sure without him, I don't think I could have survived in Belgium.
David Lamptey was one of those kids, one of those players that had the opportunity for me to help. Sure, why won't I do that? And he's a great kid. He's got so much ability. He didn't really exhibit his quality as a player. Things, came and distracted him, and it wasn't. Lamptey would have been a magician.
His time at Anderlecht surpassed all expectations. He scored 9 goals and won 2 titles before moving to PSV Eindhoven. In his first season, he was PSV's top scorer, but behind the scenes, his decline had already begun. Thanks to that rough childhood, Lamptey could neither read nor write. He found it hard to express himself in English and was exploited by his then agent Antonio Caliendo. The Italian owned the player's registration and pocketed 25% of any potential transfer fee.
I did not know what I was doing. And as I said, education was also a big problem. I mean, even the documents is there. If I read, I don't know what I was reading. I did not know what I'm doing. So it was a hard thing to go through.
In an 18-year career, Lamptey would represent a total of 13 clubs in all sorts of countries. He played in England for Aston Villa and Coventry, in Argentina with Union Santa Fe, in China with Shandong. His CV reads like that of a journeyman. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo is former president of the Ghanaian FA.
It was a great disappointment. It's still a great disappointment to Ghanaians. And despite the fact that he performed wonderfully well, he couldn't get to the heights that we expected him to. I think Lamptey was a very good footballer, but I think he came at the wrong time.
The wrong time is a judgment that could also apply to his international career. It didn't seem that way at first. The age group starlet was selected for Ghana's senior team at the age of only 16.
But it's also a dream come true. I mean, to play for your national team is something that, I mean, every child or every footballer want to have. So I was privileged, I mean, to be called to play for the national team.
Disappointment was to follow. He criticised the FA and some of his teammates after Ghana's exit from the '96 Africa Cup of Nations, and only played one more game for his country. He was 22, the owner of 38 caps, but his international career was over. Lamptey retired in 2008 and now splits his time between running his academy in Elmina and the Glow Lamp school he founded in Accra. He lost 2 of his own kids to a rare lung disease during his playing days, so children are an important part of his life. He's passionate about providing them with the education he never had.
It's very important. Education was a problem for me. Yes. I did not have time to go to school, and I lost so many things, you know. I couldn't read, I couldn't write, and yes, knowing the pain that I went through at that time, I did not want maybe my kids or other kids to go through.
Some may say he never fulfilled his potential, but few can imagine the obstacles that faced him. He's now 38, and despite all that's happened, Nii Lamptey is content with his lot in life.
There's no way, even if I say I'm a failure in football, I mean, God will even punish me, to be honest with you, because there's no way, I mean, yes, I mean, I can enjoy my life now, I can take care of my family, give back to society, I have whatever a footballer is supposed to have. I'm okay, I thank God.